When you look at this duel coming up, are there particular weights that you think stand out, or is this just going to be a dogfight?
Oh, I think it's, yeah, what you think, dogfight. I mean, it's, we got to have a great match. Maybe the best team we've wrestled, and we've wrestled a lot of good ones. No, you just got to have, we need to do what we've been doing all year long, win some matches. We're not supposed to win. That's how you win big dual meets. Yeah, and we'll definitely have to do that. And we're ready. I mean, there's no reason why we can't do that. And, we've had some nice wins and some nice tight wins too.
With the young guys, I know you expect some inconsistency. Have they been more consistent maybe than you would have anticipated for as many freshmen?
Yeah, I think so. I thought last week, Brandon, Braden Thompson, a little off. I was hoping a little bit more out of him, but they've been pretty consistent. I mean, even in some of their losses, pretty competitive. All the way, from, I don't know, I guess probably Las Vegas tournament to now, the improvement has been big on their feet. Getting takedowns has been big. And so taking advantage of that three-point takedown, we've done a lot for us.
What would you say enabled Isaac to blend in with you guys as quickly as he did coming in?
Oh, I think one of the things probably just felt relaxed and, really excited about being a part of it, and pretty comfortable. I think he's actually having such a good experience. I think he's going to finish up his master's here and buy a house and continue to train. So, I mean, we're really, ultimately, that's what it's about, is having that comfort zone that you feel like you can win in, and the training for him has been good. He's had his challenges this year, but just needs to kind of wind it up with some great tournaments.
As far as moments in Gallagher Island goes, where does Nick Piccinini's pin kind of rank for you?
No, it's high, yeah. Coaching his son in Gallagher Arena, that was a neat moment. Winning my first Bedlam match was a neat moment. Nick Piccinini and his pen, that was a great moment. I think that what made it great was just the eruption of the crowd, and how loud it actually was, and so pretty exciting. I mean, wow, that's not what you expected, and that's how you win dual meets. That's how you win dual meets. You're not favored in.
You know what this place is like when it's really crazy, and obviously Saturday was a pretty good crowd.
Yeah.
Are you excited for some of these guys that haven't seen what they're going to see Saturday to get to experience?
Yeah, and hopefully, we keep having seasons like that, and people like winners, and we want to win, so yeah, it's all about your performance. It's all about creating action. People want to see it, not you standing around out there. They want to see you go score points. They want to see you go score takedowns. You get a chance to pin someone, pin them. People, it's an exciting time.
It'll be Dayton's last home duel, and on Sunday you talked about how he'll be missed, but just for you, can you describe your relationship with him over however long you've known him?
He was coming up here during, I don't know, probably he was 10 years old, coming to regional training center practices, and, I don't think when these guys like Dayton and a lot of our graduates, you don't ever leave. I mean, you're always here. You may not end up being here, but there's always a place that welcomes you back, and for him, I mean, he'll be a permanent part of Oklahoma State forever, you know. And so the journey's not over. We've got an Olympic team to make and a gold medal to win.
With Iowa and Oklahoma State not sharing a conference, why do you think this rivalry has lasted as long as it
Well,
has?
we've been committed to each other, you know, and going back to Coach Tommy Chesbro in the 70s, late 70s, and Dan Gable made a commitment to wrestle, you know, when they were the two best teams in the country. And there's been a commitment to doing it ever since. You know, we don't have to wrestle this dual meet. We could be done. They don't have to wrestle it. We haven't, there's been years that probably you prefer not to wrestle it because you're positioned for the national tournament, but it's been a bigger meet than I'm not going to say the national tournament, but one of those meets that people look forward to and people want to watch it, and it's a long-standing rivalry that has sustained the time over time, you know. And so that's not something that's got to be a commitment from both wrestling programs that we're wrestling since I don't know when. I want to say it's 78, 79. It's been a long time.
New TV outlet on this too could open up things for new fans with FS1.
Well, it's you know, dual meets is really how you grow your sport, and for us, and it's always been that way. I don't care if you go all the way back into the 20s, you know, Gallagher Hall in the 30s, Gallagher Hall, you know, we filled it not because of the NCAA championships, because of the dual meets. You know, dual meets is the way you always continue to. It's no different than home football games. You know, you know, that's when people are going to get a chance to watch you play, and they're going to come out and buy a ticket, and we need to continue to promote our dual meets and compete well at home when we do have them.
John, you constantly talk about your advocacy for the growth of the sport. Just rivalries like this and displaying it on TV, how big is it for the growth of the sport?
Oh, I mean, historically it's been big. You know, our sports has been the growth has been the last year has been good, and with women being added, and in the state our numbers have been really good, and so you know, I think you're always trying to continue to grow your sport and present it in a way that people enjoy watching it.
What do you think of their team?
They're tough. I said I don't know if it's the toughest team we've wrestled, but I think it is. But you know, when you have these dual meets, it does come down to upsets. You get the upsets, you're going to win. They're probably favored over us. I mean, I don't know. Looking at the who's ranked where, we're second because we've won everything, right? But we're going to need to compete well, you know, and we've done that. There's no reason for us not to.
Is part of what helped this sustain is just the view from your side and their side that this is valuable to your teams beyond, regardless
Valuable
of
to your
win or loss?
program, both programs, you know, and I've been coaching 30 plus years, and we're wrestling as long as I'm coach, right? And I think maybe the same before it, you know, Joe C. Yeah, they would. Before Joe was Tommy, and those guys were like, yeah, we're going to wrestle. It's a big dual meet for them when we go there. It's a big dual meet for us when they come here. So you just hope it. You don't take it for granted. You know, you never know how things can change, but sure nice while we have it. We've been committed to each other of having this dual meet.
How does a crowd affect a dual beat? On basketball, they get loud whenever their team's on defense. How does it kind of correlate?
Oh,
to
it can be devastating to guys, right? I mean, it can lift you up beyond your abilities to do things. Trust me. Yeah, you find strength that you didn't know you had if they're yelling for you, you know. And if they're yelling against it, I've seen some ugly things, you know. And so, yeah, crowds are good. I think it's probably every coach would tell you that in every sport. Yeah, it's beneficial.
Is it good to have it back in Gallagher?
Yeah. You know, been a while. You know, we went down to Texas during the year that was supposed to be here. That didn't bother me. I mean, would I do it again? Probably not. Not that I didn't like it. I'm glad we did do it. I think it was a one-time event that, looking back someday, they're going to go, that was, you know, that was pretty neat experience to be able to go down and see it wrestled in a baseball field. Okay, let's go, guys.